She's chewing on stuff and she's out of her kennel, but she's been in her kennel all day. So it was still not a perfect day for her, but I think she's getting better, which is good. But I do still have a vet appointment for her tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Okay, here we go, guys. We got to start like we always do. Quote by Charles Swindoll called Attitude. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It'll make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing is, we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. Charles Swindoll. I love that quote. Reminds me about my attitude. Keep a good attitude, right? Keep a good attitude. Hey, Donut Dolly. How are you? I've got Orangey in a unique place. And thanks for being concerned about Annie. She seems to be doing better, slightly better now. She's not like just laying there not doing anything. She's kind of moving around a little. But I do still have a vet appointment for her at 2 o'clock tomorrow. But if she's back to her old self, I'll cancel it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, more randomness tonight. I love that quote. I tried to get a couple lavalier microphones, by the way. You know, the wireless ones, they can, like, if I'm holding my phone right here, they kind of go, you can plug, a lot of them plug in at the bottom of the phone. But the problem is when you plug them in at the bottom of the phone, then they hit the gimbal that I'm holding. So it doesn't work with the gimbal. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to get one for wind, you know, when I'm outside, because I want a lavalier mic here that has like a windscreen on it, so you guys don't have to hear all the wind. Yeah, me too. I hope the vet goes. Giovanni in the house at age 10. When do you turn 11? What month? Don't tell us your birthday, but what month do you turn 11, Giovanni? Yeah, maybe I should check her out anyway. I think you're right. I probably should. I was going to ask, library day was great. I really want to go jogging this week when the wind dies down. Yeah, I would love to go jogging, but I think it's a lot warmer. Where are you again, Donut Dolly? I forgot. Because right now, I don't see the temperature behind me, but it's probably like in the teens. And tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be 7. Oh, I can't run when it's 17 degrees. Library day. What's library day? What is library day? Oh, I'm sorry, 14 in December. Oh, okay, so you just turned 13. Okay, well, happy belated birthday, Giovanni. Oh, what did I do? Man, I'm trying to remember. Today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Oh, West Coast, nice but windy. Hey, Sandwich Steen. Yeah, it's really chilly. It's super, super chilly. I forgot. I almost have to go look at my notebook on what I did, but I spent a lot of time updating my addresses to this apartment, since I just moved in, online, like changing them all over the place, all the providers. Uh, Made the video, worked out, lifted weights today. I didn't take Annie anywhere because she wasn't doing too good, but she's just starting to feel a little bit better. I think I'm happy about that. There, Annie. Here, she's right here. She's wanting to say hi. Hi, Annie. And I wanted to try to get a lavalier microphone, and I struggled. I went to 2 different places, and I couldn't get one to work with my phone and my gimbal. There's always interference between the receiver that you have to plug in at the bottom of the phone and this gimbal that I'm holding that holds the phone, steady, as opposed to like shaking all over the place. So I was going to use it not only outside, but even inside, because inside, I think Olivia mentioned that, you guys can hear the air conditioner unit that turns on. Well, it's actually in heat mode now, but you know what I mean, the HVAC unit, the heater's on, you can hear the blower. And she was wondering what that was, if it was a fan or if it was an airplane. So if I had a lavalier mic with a windscreen on it and noise canceling, then you guys wouldn't hear all that, But it didn't work out. Plum chili, I love that. Plum chili. Yeah, the West Coast. I like the West Coast. Yeah, running in the wind is miserable. It is miserable. And then it's doubly miserable if it's cold and windy. But I agree, when the wind dies down, you can run outside. Yeah. Except if it's just way too cold, like 17, even at that max high, 17 degrees, you're like breathing it in and you're just freezing. Your lungs freeze, your throat freezes, just where they do fun things for kids twice a week. And they get new books. Oh, nice. That's cool. Do you have to pay for the books, or these just, they get new books in and then you get to check them out? That's what I'm guessing. Sanderstein, yay. The dog is doing a little bit better, and literally only as of like 30, 60 minutes ago, she has been laying down in her crate all day, which is completely not normal for her. So this is the first time she's out with me. She's chewing on something. She's not just laying in her crate. So I think she's feeling better. But I think I might still keep that appointment. Just for the heck of it, because I don't know. It was so strange yesterday and today. Lavalier mics makes you think of Bolero from Bolero died from the 80s. That's true. But it's kind of good because I can clip it here and have a windscreen. It would pick me up and ignore all that other stuff. But I guess you guys can still hear me anyway. I'll have to go back and listen to some of the windy ones and see what it sounds like. Oh, Sandwich, living in Minnesota. Oh my gosh. Oh, biking in the winter? No way. You're going like 20 or 30 miles an hour. Oh, that's got to be brutal. Alexander, you're on break again. Cool. Thanks for hopping on. How's Moscow? Is it cold? It's really cold here. And it's going to be 7 degrees tomorrow morning when I do my live, which I'm trying to think what that'll be. 25. I'm trying to do math in my head. That'll be like minus 15 degrees Celsius tomorrow morning, or worse. Yeah. Oh man, the coldest you've been out is 30 something? Yeah. Oh, that stinks. You lost your jogging partner. Yeah, I love jogging, and I can jog pretty much down to freezing. But once it gets into the freezing temperatures, then it's like, and you breathe that air in, it starts to like, I don't know, freeze the inside of your mouth and your lungs. It just doesn't feel good. Oop, sorry. Yeah, that's true. I will be worried wondering. Yeah, the ice. Can't get. You're in Virginia, walking in a park called Colonial Williamsburg. That's nice. Oh, you're on vacation. Nice, Giovanni. That's a great place to be on vacation. Colonial Williamsburg. Oh, Colonial Williamsburg Park in Virginia. That is cool. That is cool. Hey, Snow. Snow VRGT, what's going on? Oh, more snow. Wow. Yeah, we got about an inch this afternoon. So we have like another fresh coating on top of the snow. Yeah, Minnesota. Sandwich. I've been to Minnesota. I've been to International Falls. We had a test track up there, and it was right across the river from Canada. And one time I remember going out there, and it was so cold. It was like minus 20, and the wind was so bad. And I would open my eyes, and my eyeballs like would start to freeze, and I would close my eyes, and I just remembered it was so bad, just so terrible. I had icicles on my eyelashes. Like Minnesota. I haven't experienced anything that cold ever. That was ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. Spies. Your lungs start to turn to fire. I know. Oh, really? Like under minus 10? I didn't know that. I didn't know that they could actually do harm to your lungs. Oh, you know where that is? Yeah, we used to fly in there and out with a private plane. There's some kind of like small airport up nearby. I think we flew into International Falls. I think it was an International Falls Airport, and then we took a rental car to the facility. Same old snow. Snow or snowing. Snow GT are the two you've been called. Your choice. Okay. Snow GT. I like snow. Yeah, I'd rather it be hot. But I think that's because of all my aches and pains, like older people rather be warm or hot. Just my body just feels better. Much rather be hot than cold. But I still love the snow. It can be cold as long as there's snow. But when there's no snow, that's miserable, which happens here a lot because usually it'll warm up and then all the snow will melt and then it'll go back and be really cold again with no snow. I hate that. Oh, emergency. Jeez, Alexander. Oh, he just says he does air conditioning in the hospital. So yeah, if something goes down in the hospital, he's probably got an emergency. That's probably all he does is emergencies in a Moscow hospital. That was brutal listening to him talk about yesterday in the Moscow hospitals because they get all the worst like soldiers, the ones who've suffered the most or have the most injuries because they're the best hospital. That's got to be just brutal to see every day. I do yoga. I used to do P90X yoga. It was like an hour and a half long or something. It murdered me. Yoga is really, really rough. I like yoga though. I do. Snow's made for the cold. You should be with the name of like Snow GT. 2.5 hours in 29-degree weather. Wow. Oh, yeah, for my joints. Yeah, I should. Yeah, no, it's not very therapeutic. It's more of a serious workout. I won't be able to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna work out with my son tomorrow. Day's going good, Keela. How are you? Let's see. Also, do you go live? I go live every day. I go live at 8 p.m. at night, just random stuff and get on here. Sometimes I have things going on. Like I have these old scrapbooks. My friend Frank bought the next scrapbook we're going to look at. Actually, he purchased. It's got some old stuff in it. But anyway, 8 p.m. I go live. 8 p.m. at night Eastern time I go live, just like now. And then at sunrise or just prior to sunrise, I go live and talk about a Bible verse. And that's like around 7:45 in the morning Eastern time right now. But this morning, man, the sunrise was so beautiful. I hopped on early. I hopped on at 7:41, and the sun didn't rise until 7:53, I think. But the sun coming up toward the horizon, it was unbelievably beautiful. Unbelievable. Yeah, it was really good. But anyway, so I do a live in the morning every day except Sunday because I go to church. And then I do a live every night at 8 p.m. So 7:45 a.m. and 8 p.m. I go live twice. I'm not sure how this happened. I just do. It just happened. It's like randomness, just like this channel that Giovanni called. Giovanni called it the random channel. The 8 p.m. is the random channel. Long day. Why was your day long? I think it's Keela. Right? Isn't it Keela? I think I was pronouncing it wrong before when you said people were spelling it Keila, so then I would say Kyla. But but then you corrected me and I think it was Keela. But Keela, why are you tired? What happened? Your long day? Other pronunciation, remember. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? I can't remember. Is it Keela or Kyla or another pronunciation that I'm just not thinking of? My favorite song, Giovanni. I don't know. Believe it or not, I don't know where this came from. Maybe because of my many suicide attempts. I'm listening to the Stayin' Alive song by the Bee Gees. I love that song. I've always loved it, but it seems to be my favorite at the moment. How about you, Giovanni? What's your favorite song? What's everybody's favorite song? That's a good topic. Yeah, I was reaching out to him because he's back from college still. So I figured I'd work out with him at least one time. But I might work out with him more because I can work out with him for free. Because I work out at the gym here at the apartment, but he can go to a Planet Fitness. But I guess he's got what's called a black card or something where he can bring a guest in free. So maybe I'll work out with him till he goes back to college. Lie. Also, the pronunciation is like the word lie, but Kai. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Kyla. All right, that makes sense because I remember you spelling it. I thought you were spelling it Keila, like people were misspelling it Keila, which would mean it was Kyla. So okay, all right. Annie's coming over here. Annie, what you doing? Annie, what you doing? Hi. I'm glad you seem to be doing better all of a sudden, just the last hour. Good girl. Good girl. Aw. We gotta pan the room for Orangey. I forgot where I put Orangey. I have no idea where Orangey is. Let's go back behind me. Oh, I can't. Why can't I move it? There. Where is Orangey? Huh. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that again, Kyla. Oh, yeah. Sorry, maybe I thought I said that at some point. Or I say it in my lives in the morning when I'm talking about a Bible passage or talking about God. I did multiple suicide attempts. One time I was in the hospital for a week afterward. About a year ago, actually. Heart Part 6 by Kendrick Lamar and Za. Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks, Snow. I'm okay, though. I'm good now. Kyla, I'm a chef, so sometimes my days feel extra long. Oh my gosh, that's rough. Because you're on your feet too, right? That's not easy work. You're working super fast and you're on your feet and it's hot. Caramelized onions. I guess it could be worse. Oh, Kyla, you had many attempts too? God, I'm sorry. Been over a year? Yeah, mine was just a year ago. And that's why I was in the hospital for a week. I got out the beginning of February 2024. Oh, good, Kyla. Hey, I'm wondering if like you would reach out to me if you were having a relapse or something like that, you know? Like I could help in some way. Perhaps because I've done it myself, you know? I don't know. You guys familiar with like how Alcoholics Anonymous works, you know, when if someone goes to get a drink, they have the phone number of someone that they could call in the group, you know, in the AA group before they take that drink. Well, hopefully before they take that drink or while they're taking the first drink to like get them to stop doing it, you know? I wonder if that would work in this case. Not for alcohol, but for suicide. I don't know, I just had that thought. Just gotta do it again. What do you mean, Kyla? Just gotta do it again? You'll do it, you'll make it. You'll be cleaner than for 7 months. You'll go longer. You'll go way past that. You'll go forever. You can do it. Devil Wears a Suit and Tie by Collar Wall. I don't know that song. Oh, Mohammed, hi. What time is it in our country? It's right here. It's right there. It is 8:25 p.m. And I'm in the Eastern time zone. So like New York City, Boston, but I'm in Columbus, Ohio. So it's 8:25 p.m. Eastern time zone. Oh, that's good. That's good, Kyla. I'm glad you were able to call your grandma and talk about that. And I'm sorry about what happened to you when you were young. Yeah, I'm glad you talked about it. That's good. That is good. Get it off your chest. Definitely. Annie, what are you doing? All right, here we go. I got this old scrapbook. Let's make sure I got it. And no, Orangey is not in the Orangey is not in this scrapbook again. I would not do that 2 days in a row. I might do it another time, but I won't do it 2 days in a row. So we better do a quick pan. Quick pan for Orangey. See if anybody can find Orangey. Nope. Got no Orangey. Okay. Here we go. Let's see, what is this? Oh, hey, Snow. Orangey is, okay, here. I better explain what Orangey is. Orangey is one of my friend's feral stray cats that he feeds at his car wash. And he has 8 of them. But Orangey's hasn't come back for months. And he made this he has this picture of Orangey, and he made it about this size, about, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches tall and 4, 5, 6 inches long. It's a cat, and it's a picture of a cat, Orangey, an orangish cat. And he laminated it and he gave it to me. And at first I was just putting it different places, but only he knew about it. So if he was watching, he would have to try to find Orangey, but then I just decided to tell everybody about it. And whoever finds Orangey first gets a prize. They can ask for the prize. And if I can do it, I'll do it. Yeah, it's been a year. It's been a year. Yeah, it's been a year. In the span of 1 year, from February of 23 through January of 2024, I tried multiple times. Gun, poisoned myself twice. Not good. Not good. Yeah, God help. That's why I think we were talking, I don't know if we were talking about it, but yeah, at a doctor's appointment. Oh yeah, we were talking about what I did yesterday, my doctor's appointment. It's my psychologist. When I saw him, so a real quick pan. Okay, I'm doing another real quick pan. Okay, here we go. I gotta get this thing to turn. It might not be very easy today either, is what I'm thinking. Because I can't see Orangey. That's all I'm telling you. I cannot see Orangey. There's kind of a hint in there. The fact that I cannot see Orangey. So this is me looking forward. Don't see him. Okay. All right. Donut Dolly's never gonna find Orangey. Yeah, I don't know how hard it was on my family. I'm kind of, because I'm divorced and she has the kids, but they did come and see me in the hospital last year, a year ago, my last attempt. So that's not good. That probably wasn't good for them. But that's why I did my one live yesterday morning on it when we were talking about encouraging words from God. My daughter hasn't actually ever said anything to me, but she got me one of those glass jars with all kind of sayings, quotes from the Bible to like help uplift you and encourage you. And that's why I used that as an example in my morning live, because my daughter probably thought that was a good gift for me. Instead of talking about it or not being sure what to say, she put a lot of thought, I think, into that gift. That was pretty special. Orangey's behind the Taiwan beach. No. Although if she was on the Taiwan beach, that's so funny. If she was behind, that wouldn't be fair. If she's like totally hidden, that's not fair. Like I'm not gonna, I won't make it that hard. Now, yesterday it was kind of funny. I put her in the scrapbook, and I knew eventually that I would get to her. I didn't know where she was in the scrapbook, but I knew I'd get to her. Now, I'll tell you what, she's not in the scrapbook today. She's out here somewhere. She's visible, but I can't see her, and something may be blocking her. I don't know. So, at some point, Orangey may pop up. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, she does love me. Yeah, that was a pretty thoughtful gift. How many guesses? You don't guess. You'll see Orangey. You will see Orangey. Someone will finally see Orangey. Like Orangey has been in this. You guys see this picture? It's very difficult to see Orangey when Orangey is on this picture. Unless I just sit here on it, and then you would see her. But she's not there, trust me. I'm just gonna show you to prove it. Oh. Because this is kind of like a sepia. It almost looks like a sepia photograph or something. That's this print of this old painting in this really old frame. So yeah. Whoop, I zoomed in. But yeah, Orangey's somewhere. I'm just not sure where exactly. Uh-oh. Does Donut Dolly want me to move my head? Good guess, Donut Dolly. I have her propped up on the back of the chair. So when I swivel, she swivels. And she's hiding behind me. So you said you'd never get it, and you actually got it by just totally guessing. That's beautiful. Octogram. Octogrammer. I like that. Octogrammer. Yeah, that picture, it's not in color. It's kind of like I said, it's like a sepia. It's like a brownish, different. Instead of a black and white kind of photo, it's more of like a brown and white kind of image, that picture is. And that's why that orange cat, you can see, it's orange, but it's like a dullish orange, dullish orange brown. So she blends in that photo. So when I put her up there, she's hard to see. She's hard to see. Isn't your vibe? Yeah, that's all right. It's just a really old picture. It's from a painter in the 1800s in France. She has a lot of pictures like that, with little children with wings on, like angels, children that are angels. You got it. You got it. Donut Dolly gets to decide her prize. I would like to thank the Academy. Yes, a prize. Choose. What do you want? You know, and if Giovanni's still on, I was trying to give Giovanni my basketball tie. I think it was Giovanni. Wasn't it Giovanni? Or was it someone? No. Giovanni's older, 13. It was another kid who was 11, 10 or 11. And he's been playing basketball for, I don't know, for 7 years. I was trying to give him my basketball tie. But I never heard from him on any other channel. Yeah, you can think. Just ask. Hey, Asia, what's going on? Thanks for joining. We're just chilling. I was just about to look at this old scrapbook. This is a different scrapbook. This one wasn't found. This one was actually purchased. I don't know, for like $50 or something like that. It's got really old letters and receipts and invoices and just interesting old stuff in here. Especially if you're from Columbus, Ohio, I guess. It's just interesting here. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. This is crazy. Okay? You're totally not going to believe this. Octogrammer. What do I do? What do you mean? On my lives? Or because on my lives, I do one at night like this. It's just a random live. I'm in the apartment and I'm with my dog Annie, and we're just chatting and just kind of hanging out. And then she's crashing again. And then in the morning, sorry about that. And then in the mornings, I always go outside with my dog and I let her run off leash because we have this area where she can do that. And there's woods and a creek and a fence line and a farm field. And we get to see the sunrise. It's beautiful. And I talk about a Bible passage. And I do that at sunrise. So sunrise is like 7:52 tomorrow morning. So I'm on at 7:45 in the morning. So I've been on about 7:45 in the morning, every morning, Monday through Saturday, but not Sunday because I go to church. And then I do every day at 8 p.m., like now, just random. Like Giovanni called it, random channel. What sounds like the dream? Snow. Oh, see you, Snow. Have a good night. Hey, I don't know if Kyla's still on or not. I was just wondering if she would mind if we prayed for her. Oh, going into fields? Yeah. Oh, you live in the desert. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like a walk through the woods on a snowy, unpaved trail. And then that's where I walk up and down a fence line, a farm fence line, with woods on one side, the farm on the other. And in the woods is a frozen creek. It's frozen right now anyway. It's really cool. It is pretty, really pretty. Yeah, anybody who's on here. Oh, actually, I never asked. If you guys are on here, please subscribe. I really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video too. That helps out. Okay, that's just super helpful. But when you get a chance, go look at the first 5 or so minutes of my morning live this morning, and it was called "The Perfect Gift." And I talked about Acts chapter 3. But even if you don't care so much about that, the sunrise was ridiculously beautiful. It was I don't even have words to explain how beautiful it was this morning when Annie and I were outside. And there's like a couple spots, like I think the 2 minute or 2 minute 20-second mark is unreal. The sky, and this is before the sunrise actually, what the sky looked like at the 2:20 mark. And then the 5 minute mark is when, or just before, is when the sun just starts to peak above the horizon. I mean, it was glorious, I guess is the word I was looking for. Hey, thanks, Octogrammer. I appreciate it. Literally like the movie Dune. Do you really? Where do you live, Octogrammer? I wonder if Kyla's on. Kyla's still on. I haven't heard. Oh, Saudi. Okay, nice. Hey, thanks for popping in, Olivia. Nope, glad you got off work. I thought you weren't getting off till 9. That's cool. You're off already. I'll see you in a little bit. I think the opposite of everything you know. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, no kidding. Especially in that area where you work, you're saying. Yeah, Donut Dolly. That was a beautiful sunrise. Phew, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was surreal. It didn't even look real. Just like the way that the clouds were being illuminated by the sun that was still below the horizon. And the clouds had, like, the bottom of the clouds had one of these kind of like loops or ridges or ribbons. I don't even know how to explain it. I wish you guys were with me to actually see it in person. Like, it was crazy. Oh, you're walking to your car right now. Okay, be careful. Well, maybe it's good that you're on. Good, Ryan. Doing good. How are you? How was your day? What'd you do today? The ice. Ooh, yeah, you probably have ice. Yeah, we got snow today. We got snow. Ooh, there was a small fire in the radiology department? Oh, good. You only needed a fire extinguisher? Gee, that's good. Extintor de incendios? I just learned that word, fire extinguisher, today. In Spanish. I'm studying Spanish. Don't ask me why. I'm just studying it. Fire. Yeah, no kidding, Alexander. 0 casualties. Well, that's good. Man, that's a fire in a hospital is not a good place to have a fire. That could be an absolute disaster with people who can't move, Okay, yeah, just drive. Don't. Well, I guess maybe you could listen, but don't text. Yeah, thank God. Thank God. All right. I'm looking at this old. Now, I know you guys aren't from Columbus, Ohio, but still, this is interesting for one reason. So here's the first letter in this book, okay? It's from the Industrial Commission of Ohio, okay? And it says Columbus because Columbus is the capital of Ohio, okay? So the Industrial Commission of Ohio sent this letter April 22nd, 1947. So I think you guys can quickly figure out that that's about almost 78 years old, this letter that's typed up. And it's to Mr. William, Dear Sir. So he has been appointed to the Industrial Commission of Ohio to the position of clerk grade 2, rate C, base salary, get this, $630 a year, because that's half-time work. So can you imagine? This is what inflation does to your money. So even if he was working full time, he would only be making $1,260. $1,260 annual salary for a full-time position. But that's because it's 1947. That's unreal. You even see who he's got to report to. It's a 30-day temporary employment followed by provisional employment. Wow, that's wild. And the secretary of the Industrial Commission of the state of Ohio signed it, whoever that is. Yeah, we are very lucky that about English. We're very lucky that English is the international language, international business language anyway. So we don't actually have to learn any other language. But I agree, the second one might be Spanish here in the US. But yeah, we're very fortunate with that. Alexander, Moscow. Yes, we typically have a small team of firefighters for that. But you contained it ahead of time. Oh, that's good. I was going to say, I didn't think you were a firefighter. Okay. Yeah, that's typed on that letter was typed on a manual typewriter. There was no such thing as computers back then. Or people didn't use them like for that. Uh-oh. Donut Dolly wants to see a cooking video. Okie dokie. Okay. All right. I will do a cooking video. I'll do it. I'll do a cooking video. I was actually thinking about it. And I'll do it vegan too. But then I'll unveganize it. But I'll share a recipe that basically anybody can eat, especially when it's cold. It's a vegan. So whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or none of the above, this thing will work. And it's an awesome recipe no matter how you eat it. So, okay, that's what we're going to do. Cooking video. That is a giant pot of peanuts. That is. And there's actually 2 of them, and I finished both of them. I eat a lot of peanuts. I eat a lot of nuts. Almonds, walnuts, mixed nuts. I eat a ton. It's from Costco. It's a Costco peanut tub. It's like the size of other stores' bulk containers. Yeah, octogrammer. You think English is easy? That's good. I don't know. I wouldn't know, obviously. Did you Yes, I already made the chili, and it's really, really good. It has like 10 or more spices in it. So that'll be a fun one to do. You guys will like that one. And that's it. And because it can be vegan and it's very hearty and heavy and healthy, even as a vegan chili. But I like to add, you know, ground beef or chicken, or you can even add chorizo to it. It's really, really good. Really good. I'll show you the easy way too. Plus, doing a cooking video, it'll have to be easy. So maybe, yeah, that'll be fun. Do a live video while I start from ground zero on my chili recipe. That'll be cool. Oh, you used to be vegan. Oh, what happened? Hopefully not health issues. Because it is hard to be vegan and stay healthy, especially as you get older and get all your nutrients and stuff like that. Cole's vegetarian. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, you'll like this. This is really, really good. I used to eat the chili recipe without meat for the longest time. It was vegan, so. Yeah. Super extra large. Yeah, cashews are good. It's just too bad they don't have any fiber in them. Like all the carbs in them are just regular carbs. All other nuts, like, I don't know, a third or half of the carbs are fiber. Excuse me. See, working out and being your size, you have to have the appetite of a horse. I do. I eat a lot. You guys wouldn't believe what I ate last night. I probably had the equivalent in measuring cups now. I probably had the equivalent of 7 or 8 cups of this chili, this really heavy chili. And then after that, I had 7 Atkins bars, some of them with peanut butter. And I'm talking about the big Atkins bars, not the little snack ones. But that was over a couple hour period. I mean, like I was eating all night long. I think I was eating, that was from before the live and then after the live. Yeah, we do have a Trader Joe's market. I love Trader Joe's. What do you get at Trader Joe's? Tell me. Or why do you like Trader Joe's? Because if I am out and I stop there, I'll have to check it out. So Dustin, tell me, yeah, we do have a Trader Joe's. Oh, you've been making soups? All right. I'll have to get some of your soup recipes. Because I'd like to make soup too. It's just so cold. Oh, the chili lime cashews are the bomb. Okay. I love those. I love those. I know what you're talking about. I think I've had them before. Or at least the chili lime peanuts. I love that flavor. Hey, Thomas, what is going on? Pennsylvania. Hazeltown or Hazelton, sorry. Pennsylvania. How was your day, Thomas? Broccoli, sweet potato, spinach. Boy, that sounds good. That's an interesting combo. Oh, and spinach has iron too. So that's good. Oh, yeah, you had to eat eggs and meat. Okay. Oh, really? Octogram? Okay. Best believe that he would choose to speak Arabic or Chinese and then learn English rather than the other way around. Atkins bars are good. Some of them are good. Like the ones with chocolate in them. Yummy. Let's see. Hatch chili mac and cheese. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Green chili soup sounds good. Salmon pinwheels with feta cheese. Okay. Salmon pinwheels. I'll check that out. Oh, thanks for asking, Thomas. Yeah, she's better. She's much better. But I don't want to say much better. Sorry. She started acting a little bit more normal about an hour and a half ago. Here she is. She's still very chill. She's not hyper. So it worries me somewhat. But she was laying in her kennel all day long. I mean, I didn't close the door. The door is just always open. But she was just laying there in the other room in her kennel the whole day. So I was really worried. That's why I have an appointment for her tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I don't know what happened to her. That's the thing. No clue. She was, I don't know. She was fine, but it seemed like she was, choking on a stick, or then it was not choking. I shouldn't say that. Like it was stuck in her mouth or in her teeth or something at a dog park. And every once in a while she would stop and like open her mouth really wide and almost like paw at it. But I couldn't see anything in there. But she kept running around for like an hour and playing with other dogs for an entire hour. And this was Sunday afternoon. But then yesterday, Monday, and today, she's just been low energy. Like I was joking, I was call her low energy Annie, like Trump used to call Jeb Bush, low energy Bush, when he first ran for president like 10 years ago. Oh. These combinations are crazy. What's crazy, Octogram? I missed that. Neptune Red, what are you talking about? Hey, the weekend, what's going on? Oh, sorry, I'm still showing the front. What's going on the weekend? How was your day? And I've been good. And I feel a lot better. I feel a little more relieved because Annie started acting a little bit better about an hour and a half ago. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, Octogrammer, you're laughing because I'm way behind. Yeah. She might have an infection. Yeah, that's true. She might. You're right. I better go just for the heck of it. What did I do today? I'm trying to remember what I did today. Somebody asked me that already, so I have to get up and look. I got up early again, or relatively early. I think I was up before 6. What did I do? Oh yeah, okay, after I made my morning video. You gotta see my morning video if you haven't seen it already. Oh, and by the way, while I'm talking about it, just a reminder to subscribe to my channel, please, if you haven't already done that. And like this video, that helps too. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. But I'm looking at what I did. So made my morning AM video. You gotta check it out. It's called The Perfect Gift, and it's out of Acts chapter 3. But the sunrise is ridiculous. So no matter what the weather is, rain or shine, freezing, which it was freezing this morning, I'm out there with my dog making the video on a Bible passage. But the sunrise is worth it, even if you don't care about the message. But I made that video. I worked out. I updated tons of addresses. So the problem is I just moved. So I had to update I have to update my address online all over the place, all my financial institutions, banks, credit cards, investments, blah, 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 people I do bills with, all my doctors, all that other kind of stuff. That's what I did most of the day. And then I went out and I tried to find a lavalier microphone. So I spent too much time doing that for my lives because I'm either outside where it could be windy. So if I had a lavalier microphone with a windscreen on it, it would, you wouldn't be able to hear the wind. And then even here, I'm sitting right next to an HVAC unit. It's probably like 6 or 7 feet away, about 6 feet away. And when it turns on, I remember, I think it was Olivia. Olivia said, "Is that a fan or an airplane outside?" So if I had a lavalier microphone and put a windscreen on it, it would do good. But I mean, I bought one. It didn't work right out of the box. I bought another one. It was like twice the price. It worked, but it interfered between my phone and the gimbal that I hold. So I'm holding this gimbal, right? So I could like move it around and the picture won't shake. It transitions more smoothly and stuff like that. But the problem is the clearance between my phone and the gimbal is only like an inch. So I got something, but it interfered. It wasn't thin enough. So I had to take it back. So I'm still looking for a microphone. And someone else is making fun of me about lavalier microphone because it's like, it looks like it's from the 80s. Oh, good night, the weekend. What did you do today, Thomas? How was your day? My head is so close to the ceiling. Yeah, I am 6'8". I don't know how to show you guys that on a YouTube. Well, I guess I could show you my driver's license. My driver's license would have 6'8" on there. All right, I am falling behind because I think I'm getting lost. Yeah, my head's really close to the ceiling. Anyone get up? In fact, I don't know what height ceiling this is. I think it's an 8-foot ceiling. Yeah. Yeah, I'm closer than the average bear to the ceiling. Anyone get up at 4? I know who's up at 4. Alexander in Moscow, who's on this live. He works, and then on his breaks, he hops on. And he's on at 4 because it's 4 in the morning Moscow time right now. Actually, now it's 5 in the morning Moscow time. But I there were a couple days where I was up in the 4 o'clock hour just recently. I think Sunday and Monday. I finally slept in, a little bit today. But I'm already getting tired because I think that lack of sleep is catching up to me. With the notification on. Anyone? Oh, thank you. Anyone get up at 4? That's rough. Yeah. It's snowing again. My hands are freezing. Yeah, I know. That's what, I don't know. It must be like, especially if you don't have good circulation in your hands or your fingers, some people don't. And when it's cold, man, that's the first thing that gets cold. Like when I'm outside doing those lives in the morning, like this morning when it was, what was it? I told you guys I thought it was 9 or 10 degrees. Oh my gosh. At one point, my fingertips just start to burn. They hurt so bad. And then everything just starts to go numb. It's weird. I know what you mean, Olivia. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna show any addresses. I know. Yeah, someone should do a startup to automatically update all that info. That would be awesome. I wonder how you would do it though, because nobody, that's all personal stuff. But then again, you would just enter it. That's true. That would be a good idea. You just enter the companies. You have to click on the companies. That's a great startup idiom. We could do that because you just have a list of all the different companies and they would just have to click them, you know? But we would have the list. They would just have to start typing something in a search bar and then it would pop up, you know? But you would have to have every single electric company and electric utility and not just AEP. Well, maybe you could just do AEP, like American Electric Power, because they're a huge company, but they're AEP Ohio. So I don't know if you'd need AEP Kentucky, for example. The list would just be ginormous. That would be serious, but definitely doable. That's a great idea, idiom. I like that. It is way too much of a manual process. All right, the weekend's going nighty-night. Good night, the weekend. All right, Thomas, I'm glad you had a good day. That's cool. That is good. Matt wants a bolero tie mic. Yeah, you guys would probably make fun of me. Maybe I'll like disguise it or something somehow. Oh, you do? Octogrammer? Proof of contract uploaded to the government website. Everything's updated automatically. Boy, that is really nice. That's super nice. You wake up at 7, Thomas? Yeah, that's good. That's a decent time. I know, Dolly, that's right. Because your kids, you're up early. That's really early. I can't believe you're awake right now. Oh, then again, you're on the West Coast, so it's 6:08 p.m. What are your kids doing right now, Dolly? Yeah, it wasn't supposed to snow until Saturday or Sunday. It wasn't on my app that it was going to snow, and then all of a sudden, my app said it's going to snow in 11 minutes. And then we got an inch of snow. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on this year, but we've got a lot of snow in central Ohio. It's not normal. In fact, I want to see what it looks like. I'm going to make sure it's not snowing. Nope, it's not snowing. We just got a lot of snow. Oh, look at the moon. That is cool. Pretty much a full moon tonight. Privyet, Alexander. That's right. Privyet. Yeah, Olivia, I know what you're talking about. The burning. Yeah, a company that automatically removes subscriptions. That's true. Make a company that automatically updates where you live. Because I moved so many times. You guys, so many times since 2018. I can't even keep track. Because when I came, I left and I came back to a divorce and I've just been all over the place. So, see where I had Orangey? Orangey. Hi, Orangey. How are you? Annie, what's going on? Are you tired or are you just still under the weather? I think she's under the weather still. Just, I feel so bad for her. Yeah, that would be nice. Actually, that's a great idea. I like that idea. Idiom, what do you do? I forgot. I forgot where you're located and how old you are and all that. I just forgot. I can't. I'm working on keeping track of everybody. Oh yeah, you should get gloves. Well, for let's see, for about 5 or 6 years now, I just started doing the Atkins diet because I wanted to do something. I wanted to have a plan. A diet just means you have a plan. I didn't want to just eat anything, you know. I wanted to eat healthy. But then I have had some kind of diabetic condition. It's really I'm only pre-diabetic now, but I have some major problems with my eyesight and neuropathy in my feet and other things. You know, blood sugar's not normal. A1C is now pre-diabetic. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm unmedicated at this point because it's not clear what's wrong with me. So that's why I'm drinking those diabetic shakes that you saw. But I like them too. I actually think they taste really good. And they're even the Walmart brand too. They're good. Yeah, you have a foot. That's insane for Kentucky. That is huge amount of snow for Kentucky. Absure. Automatic syncing of personal information. Absure. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Absure. Sorry. I'll have to bring my pen over here. Golly. And work was fine. Super tiring, but okay. Yeah, it's beautiful outside. It is beautiful. Yeah, Annie's part husky and part pit bull. She's 75 pit bull, 25 husky. No, she's acting sick. She's acting like something's wrong with her. Clearly something's wrong with her. I just don't know what it is. Oh, could be the full moon. Yeah. That's true. But she's been through many other full moons, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, she's a Pitsky, 75 pit bull, 25 husky. Oh yeah, he's Orangey. Who got Orangey? Donut Dolly got Orangey, and she already requested her prize, and I agreed to it. So we're gonna do it. Yeah, moving is painful. It's no fun. So then the process of updating, you know, like 30 organizations about your address change are crazy. I wonder how that Absure works though. How do they make sure that, what if like say someone doesn't like you, Octogrammer, and they want to just change your address? What's to prevent someone from getting on that Absure tool or website or whatever you call it that automatically updates your contact info? What prevents someone else from changing your contact information just to, be a jerk? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah. Yeah, she's usually humping me and going crazy. And one thing I noticed, I was going to give her a bath today because I was like, she hasn't gone anywhere, done anything, and she stinks. But then I realized it was her breath. And there's a such thing as dog breath. I know that. This is different than her normal breath. It smelled like something was like dead inside of her. It was that bad. So maybe she's got like strep throat or something. I don't know if dogs can get strep throat or something. Something's going on. You made me a billionaire. Yeah. You're a designer and senior producer. Yeah, I shouldn't have diabetes, but all these symptoms, including the blood sugar issues, started showing up when I got out of the hospital in February 2024. So I took 174 acetaminophen pills. I took 174 500 milligram acetaminophen pills, which is, hold on, I gotta do the math in my head. That's 4 to 6 times. It's like, I don't know, let's just call it 6 or 7 times the lethal dosage of acetaminophen. And I didn't get into the hospital until like 24 hours after I took it. So I could have done something really bad to myself, And it's just not, nobody's figured it out yet. But I've told all these doctors that happened, and this is when all these symptoms started. And all the symptoms coincide with diabetes, but it's pretty hard to like point to your liver. If I was trying to do damage to my liver, it would cause diabetes. You know what I mean? I like that, but bro, we made you a billionaire. The devil's in the details, though. But the idea is a great idea. It just takes a lot of work. You're a designer and senior producer. What do you design? Like a designer as an engineer, or like more of a stylist, and a senior producer, like videos? I'm sorry, I forgot it. If you told me once before, I forgot. You'll probably tell me, and then I'll remember. Designer and senior producer. What do you design and do production for? Hey, Michael and Jaden B, what's going on? That's good, Dustin. That's awesome. Turned it all around. Get rid of those Yeah, when you can shed a bunch of weight, it just eliminates a lot of problems, a lot of health problems, and then also your joints and stuff. You just start feeling better. I always feel better when I did that finally, because it was a period of my life when I got heavy. That's good for you, man. Huh. Adult onset type 1. I wonder if that's what I have. But I don't have any type 1 in my family, on either side of my family. And I'm not sure what LADA is, but I'm going to look into that. Oh, yeah, you got to have a 2FA options, that's for sure. And something like that. Oh, it's related to your social security number. Okay, gotcha. I am. I'm going to look up Absher. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of allude to it sometimes in my morning lives. So I keep forgetting what I've said where, if I've talked about it here, if I've talked about it in the morning. Idiom, you work in product. That's cool. Huh. What kind of product? What types of products do you work on? Coal. You worked on something too? That's cool. What do you think about that, Cole? What do you think about that idea? What do you think about that idea of coming up with something that allows people who move to just input that change one time and it can update? Well, yeah, they'd have to. Yeah. Anyway, there's different ways to approach that problem. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, there's different ways to approach it. Oh, LADA. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna check that out. Triggered by stress and health events. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. I've had a little bit of stress. I've had a little bit of stress, but I'm much better now in terms of my stress level anyway. I don't like that name. I had to put Nate in timeout. I just don't like that. I just don't like that name. I don't know. All digital. Oh, really? Okay, all digital. That's cool. High school with a minor in shepherding. That's funny. That's cool. That's good. Yeah, thanks, Donut Dolly. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got rid of Nate. I don't even know what his second message was. I just saw him show up at the beginning and I got rid of it, so I don't even know what he was saying. Future Farmers of America in high school. Huh. Ah. Yeah, you probably need to raise money to do something like that. Perhaps, perhaps. But don't forget, all the services that you have, they want to know your latest address. They don't want you to forget to update their address. So that would be an interesting thing to do. Super interesting. Because you would have to like somehow it'd have to be coordinated with all those companies. It's almost like, yeah, oh man. I'm gonna have to look and see how they do that, Saudi Arabia. Good night, idiom. Snow's back. All right. Olivia, someone called me a pick-me girl earlier from a short, so I just deleted it because I was iffy with it to begin with. I don't even know what a pick-me girl is. It must be some kind of new kid stuff. My kids probably know. Oh, Donut Dolly, you asking why I move so often? Um, well, I went out to Oregon for that job in 18. Then I came back to a divorce, so I had nowhere to go. So I was in like an extended stay hotel. Then I was staying with someone in an apartment, and then an old friend's house. He was trying to get someone to live in it while he was in LA, so I lived there. Then I moved. Oh, and in between there, I was with my parents at one point because they were having surgeries. I was up there for a month. Then I went back to the apartment. Then I went back up to Cleveland. Then I came back down here, and I didn't have an apartment right away, so I was like going into different like. I was in one extended stay hotel for a while, and then I went to another one, and then I finally ended up here. I'm trying to remember how many hotels I was in. Anyway, it was brutal. Just brutal, brutal. But now I don't want to move. I mean, I'm good. One room and one bedroom. It's good enough for me. Oh, pick me, girl. Pick me, pick me. I gotcha. Self-centered, yeah, selfish, kinda. Yeah. Don't listen to them. That's why I like reading the attitude thing. That's the one thing we can't control, what other people think or say or do. Can't control it. No matter what we do our whole life, we'll never have that control. So I just kind of laugh and let them do whatever they want to do. Oh, you were 50-50 with the short. Okay. Yeah, octogrammer, that's right. Good, that's a good viewpoint. Okay. Yeah, so if you were kind of questioning it, you were on the fence, then maybe, yeah, maybe you did do the right thing, delete it. No biggie. But people are rude, yeah. That's the one thing when you can't have a conversation with someone and it's one way, they can look at something and interpret it completely in a different way than what you intended it. And it can turn into something bad, and that's exactly not what your intention was. That's why it's a little scary, you know. That's why social media is kind of scary. It's like texting, you know, in some respects, because it's only one way communication. Let's see. It's commanded. Oh, people will say anything behind the camera. I like that. Livy's like, what are you supposed to do? You can't do anything. Just be yourself. You are who you are. God made you who you are because he wanted to make you that way. That's why you are who you are, and that's why I am who I am. We don't have to worry about anything else or anybody else. Oh, Octogrammer, 5:32 a.m. Oh boy. You're in the same time zone as Alexander. That's Moscow time. Yeah, extended stay hotel is rough. I was in an extended stay hotel for, I don't know, at least 5 months. So I know, Cole, just like you. It was last year. That's not good. It's not very warm feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel like a warm place to be. Now everybody's looking at the ceiling and where my head is. That's funny. You guys are too funny. Oh. Thanks. No, I try to be good, and I think the videos and things like that help me be a better person. But I'm not always a nice person. You know, that's the truth. I've had moments, days where I've been downright rude and, excuse me, a jerk, you know? So I just don't want to be a jerk anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm too old to be a jerk. It's not worth it. Thank you. I hope my channel will take off. I don't know what I'm doing, you know? I do the videos in the morning, and then I do this, like Giovanni calls it, the random channel at night. We're just talking about whatever. I know, Ryan, I cannot believe the Cavs are the best team in the NBA. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. I wish I was up in Cleveland. I would actually go pay and go watch one of their games just to see them play. just to say that I saw them play when they were the best team in the NBA. I cannot believe it's January and they're the best team in the NBA. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. And I hope they win it all without LeBron too. That would be good too. Well, Olivia, don't worry about it. Just be healthy. You just want to feel good. Whatever you look like is the way God made you look like it. But, you just want to feel, like part of feeling good mentally is even like when your body is physically healthy. So as long as you're healthy, I wouldn't worry about that, Olivia. Because I was I was the opposite. I was always trying to gain weight. I was so skinny, it was ridiculous through high school. You could always see my ribs through my skin and my zero muscles. And I got made fun of all the time. But I felt good. I could still play sports and all that kind of stuff, but that's just the way I was made, Olivia is adorable. She's sweet. You guys are all nice. Oh, octogrammer, the wisest Bible verse that I resonate with. That is a great question. That's a different question than what is your favorite Bible verse. Let me answer it this way. I haven't had enough time to think about the wisest Bible verse. But this one's pretty wise, and it's my favorite one, and it helped me during one period of my life. And the other thing I like to say is I like the Bible verses that are Jesus speaking himself, because then God is actually talking to us. We are hearing directly from God. I know the whole Bible is God inspired. I understand that, but when Jesus is speaking and he's quoted in the Bible, I really love those. So my favorite verse, I don't know if it's my wisest Bible verse, is John, the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Not as the world gives, do I give it to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled or afraid. I love that verse. Because he's telling us what he's going to give to us for all eternity, which is what we all seek. We all want to be at peace. Aren't you the happiest when you're completely at peace? If you have peace inside and even outside in your external environment, but inside, when you have peace internally, it's amazing. And you're not going to get it from this world. It's what he's telling us. So that's my favorite one. But the wisest one, that's a good question. That's a good question. Never found out where this came from, but I have said it is more tiring to be mean than it is to be nice. I think you're right. Honestly, I think you're right. Because when you're mean, you're like always on guard. You're always guarding yourself, or anxious or worried or fearful or something. If you're nice or a kind person, I think you're not worrying so much. I think you do have inner peace. You have more inner peace. And then that leads to not being so tired. That makes a lot of sense, Snow. Not me. Sipping an energy drink. My daughter does the same thing. I bought her an energy drink. I just happened to run into her. Like, we don't live together because of a divorced family, but I ran into her at a UDF convenience store, and she was going in to get an energy drink. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it for you. And I'm like, why are you drinking energy drinks? Yeah, it's good to be yeah, it's good to be thin if you're fast, to be a fast runner. You don't want all that extra weight. That's funny. Yeah, I agree, Donut Dolly, about what you said. Just do what feels right and good for you. Just do what makes you feel good. Not just in the immediate time frame, but in the mid to longer time frame, not just like eating a whole bunch of sugar cookies, and that that tastes really good for the 5 minutes that you're eating them. That's funny. I like that. That's a good way of putting it. Donut Dolly. That's a good way. Yeah. Yeah, that's another good point, Donut Dolly. Confidence issues. It is hard when you're young. You can find peace within. There's no doubt. Donut Dolly. Dustin Turner, Old Testament. Yeah, I'm wondering what other people's wisest Bible verse is, or favorite Bible verse. That'd be interesting to hear. I'd like to hear everybody's. Olivia, I must be tired to be writing a lot. Oh, the verse is the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 27. And that's how my Bible translates it. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you, not as the world gives, do I give it to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled or afraid. I love that verse. Oh, Donut Dolly. She asked for a cooking video, and she's going to get it. I'm going to make my chili because it can be vegan, vegetarian, or with meat and cheese and all that other stuff. So you can have it however you want it. It starts off as a baseline vegan. So everybody and anybody can use this recipe, and it's really good, and it's a really hearty chili even without meat. It's very hearty, very, I don't want to say heavy, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's really good. It's warming too, especially during the winter. It is important to have people to talk to. It can be really lonely. Like, this is even helpful for me, this random live, because we're just hanging out and talking. it helps. I think it helps. I mean, I think it helps mental health in a way. You're welcome, Octogrammer. I am a coffee drinker, Cole. I love coffee. I just like it straight. I don't put anything in it. And the darker and more bitter it is, the better. Do you drink coffee? But I only drink it in the morning. I drink a few cups in the morning and then I'm done. I'm gonna have to practice. Whoops. I'm gonna have to practice making that video just because I'm just used to sitting in this chair. So obviously I'll have to be in the kitchen making a video. Yeah. Oh, Dustin, vanity of vanity, wisdom, a chasing after the wind. Yes, Solomon, who had the equivalent of like $1 billion in today's money, a stable of 40,000 horses. And he went out somewhere and just said, it's all a vanity of vanities and chasing after the wind. Because guess what? He realized soon he was going to be gone, and he can't take all that stuff with him. That is funny. Donut Dolly, look at that. Those emojis crack me up. I love those emojis. Let's check out Annie real quick. Oh, she's so cute. She's sleeping, but when I talk, she opens up her eyes. It's like she knows. Hi. Good girl. I hope she feels better tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Olivia, I like that one too. That's a good one. Yeah. Leave everything and come to me. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Yep. Beans. Yeah. Helped you through a lot. That's a very encouraging one. I love that one. Oh, it does help me out, Snow. I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, it's a way to wind down the day at the end of the day. And I don't even know why I initially started doing it. I think to see who was on my channel at first, just to get an idea of who might have been on in the morning. But recording. I do need a tripod. I have a tripod, so I can I can screw something on the bottom of this gimbal, and it's like a tripod. So I'll be able to do that. And then I'm just trying to figure out the angle. I'll have to figure out the angle so you can see what I'm doing, you know. A sourdough starter. I love sourdough bread, but I can't eat it because of my diabetic condition. I love sourdough bread. Oh. Cole, you like strong coffee? Good. Yeah. When I have it too late, I crash. What happens if I hit this plus sign? Oh, it just says start a poll or start a Q&A. I never knew what that was. That's wild. Oh my goodness, it's 9:52. All right. Well, speaking of not sleeping, you're supposed to feed the starter every 24 hours, and today is day 5, and I forgot. Wait a minute, I think I don't get it. Feed the starter every 24 hours. When you said a sourdough starter, I was thinking you were making some kind of like appetizer, a sourdough appetizer. Start a random poll. I will. I'll start a random poll because I want to see how it works. I do. It's not 10 o'clock yet. Let me see if I can do that. Feed it with 4. Okay. Okay. Let's see, a poll or a Q&A? All right, let's do a random poll. Let's see what that looks like when I do that. Yes. Donut Dolly just said Matt needs to feed. Start a poll. Okay. Okay, this is a simple poll. Not sure how it works. Oh, I can't even vote. How come I can't vote on my own poll? That's no fair. Okay, we've got 5 votes. Okay. Oh my gosh, I did not know that, Donut Dolly. How you make the yeast. I had no clue. Yeah, she's making it from scratch. Holy cow. Don't let your yeast starve, Dolly. That's funny. Hey, of I don't know how many people are around here, maybe 9. We got 7 votes. And a little over half read the Bible. it's hard to find time to do that, when you got, especially if you're like working, you got a family and all that stuff. It's not easy. Oh, Dustin, 4 chapters a day. That means you will get through the Bible in 1 year. Good for you. Because if you read 4 chapters a day, it works out to getting through the Bible in 1 year. Is that why you read 4 chapters a day? My guess is that's why you do it. Galileo, what's up, man? I actually read the Bible. I mean, I'm reading it when I'm doing, before I do my lives in the morning, and then I read it on my own for like devotional reading. But sometimes I listen to it. I have it read to me when I'm working out. So, like if I'm lifting weights or on the treadmill or the elliptical machine, I just have Bible Gateway read it to me. This way, I don't have to worry about it if like I'm bouncing around or something like that. It's just, I can just listen to it. So that's my quote reading. But I do it every day, almost every day, pretty much every day. Your mom highlighted them to pieces. That's funny. That's got to be hard to read then, because if she's highlighting the one side of the paper, it probably bled through to the other side. Because the Bible, there's so many books in the Bible that all the paper's so thin. Oh, you do it after the gym with eggs and coffee. That's cool. Oh, Octogrammar. You read the Gospel of John and Genesis. Cool. In the beginning was the Word. That's so funny. You read the 2 books that start off with in the beginning. I am on late. I just wanted to do, I was thinking about getting off, and then someone's like, do the poll. And I'm like, okay, let's do the poll. All right. Good night, Snow. I think I'm going to go, but let me end the poll. This poll ended with 8 votes, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. Did you see what it just published, or can only I see it? So do you read the Bible? 50-50, 8 votes. Oh my, your mom did that? Wow, Dolly, holy cow. Yeah, I mean, I read it, devotional reading, but it's not just devotional reading, it is for knowledge too. I mean, that's kind of why I read it. I don't know how to explain it. All right, we're gonna take a look at her real quick. She's such a sweetie. She's such a sweetie. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow morning. Okay, glad you saw the poll. You got to write out the first couple pages of the Bible for half an hour. Ooh, that's painful. Good night, Olivia. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Cole, do I have a favorite translation of the Bible? No, but I use kind of now, I seem to be interested in 3 different versions: the NIV, the ESV, and the Nabre, the Nabre, which is the New American Bible Revised Edition. That's the official Catholic Bible that they use, for all their daily masses. Because I have a study Bible, that version. So I like it. I like all of them. And I don't really have a favorite right now. Cole, do you have a favorite translation of the Bible? Or which one do you use currently? Yeah, octogrammar. That's amazing that you can read it in Aramaic, so you don't lose anything in the Old Testament. You get that. You get it as is, where we have to worry about multiple different translations to, like, the essence of the Bible doesn't change with the translations, but the truest and deepest meanings probably can only be had reading the Aramaic. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, I am crashing. Thanks for joining. I will be on tomorrow morning, at least 7:45, and let's hope that there is another beautiful sunrise. Donut Dolly, you could read the Old Testament. Oh, the New Testament. Start in the New Testament. It's easier. All right, guys. Any questions? Excuse me, just holy cow, am I tired? Leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Okay? Or next time, tomorrow. Alrighty? Have a good night. Thanks everyone for joining. Andy and I